you Annie? Well, Annie, it's a good thing you called 911. We may not have been able to save your house, but you helped save your family's lives. Houses and toys can be replaced, but not your family.
Look what I found! Ricky! You did the right thing. No one should ever go back into a burning building to save their dog, their cat, or anyone.
That's our job.
Well, that was a close call. You know, if only more kids knew safety procedures, more lives could be saved. Like today.
That's right. Remember, kids, when things get too hot to handle, pick up the phone and dial 911.
And the men and women in red and blue, they'll be there to save you.
We'll see you again next week on our next episode of Too Hot to Handle.
Wow! That show Too Hot to Handle is really cool. I want to be a firefighter when I grow up.
I felt like I was touched by a firefighter.
I almost thought that little dog was gonna be left behind. And those sweet little girls. Oh.
I would have hid under the bed to get away from the fire, too.
But hiding underneath the bed is never a good idea, Howie. Hiding under a bed or in a closet can make it hard for the firefighters to find you. Because in a building that's on fire, it's really smoky and it makes it hard to see. If you're ever trapped inside of a building, the best place to stay is underneath the window next to the wall.
Yowie, Zamdy! How do you know so much about fire safety, Sam?
Well, my brother's the magic firefighter.
A magic firefighter? Can he fly?
Oh, Miss Wisecracker. Pfft.
Hey, I have an idea. How about we visit Sam's brother at the fire station? What do you think, Sam?
Well, I don't see why not. I'm sure he'd love giving us some hot tips on fire safety. He's had a few hair-raising adventures of his own. I'll give him a call.
What's the number? 911?
No, Howie. That number is only for emergencies. Let me call him at home.
Now, who ever heard of a magic firefighter? This is surely going to be one hair-raising adventure.
Hair-raising adventures. Travel with us and we'll have some fun. Hair-raising adventures. Hurry up, don't walk, just run. Hair-raising adventures. Travel with us and you'll be just fine. Hair-raising adventures. Come on now and enjoy the ride. We'll go to far away places, looking for knowledge and truth. With Howie and the Navigator Jay and all his friendly crew. Adventure Sam will lead us. Get ready, we're on our way. We'll take a book of knowledge and learn along the way. To hair-raising adventures. Travel with us and we'll have some fun. Hair-raising adventures. Hurry up, don't walk, just run. Hair-raising adventures. Travel with us and you'll be just fine. Hair-raising adventures. Come on now and enjoy the ride. Come on now and enjoy the ride.
Yowie, Zamdig! Look at the size of that fire engine. Now I'd like to navigate that.
So, which one's your brother, Sam?
Yeah, does he look like you?
Not at all. I don't want to sound conceited, but actually, I'm the good-looking one in the family.
Yeah, right.
Wow! He has higher!
Miracle Growth. Hey, hi, Sammy. Hey, hi, Stan the Man. Jay, Ms. Wisecracker, I'd like for you to meet my brother, Stan. He's the magic firefighter. He's offered to show us around the fire station today and give us some tips on fire and burn prevention.
Howie, what are you doing in there?
Hey, Stan, I'm looking for where they keep the water on this thing. Must be close. Look, a scuba tank.
This is like a scuba tank, except it's not for use underwater. This gives us fresh air to breathe when we're working inside of a building that has smoke or other poisonous gases in them.
Hey, what are all these gauges for, Stan?
The engineer uses them to make sure that we have enough water to put out the fire.
I thought an engineer drove a train.
Well, you're right, Miss Wisecracker. The person who drives the fire truck is also called an engineer. The engineer makes sure that they get our team to the fire.
Kind of like Navigator Jay gets us to our adventures.
You betcha. The engineer also uses something called math to figure out how to get enough water to the end of the hose so we can put out the fire.
Hey, check out Howie's new threads.
We also have to wear special clothes to protect us from heat and fire. These clothes are called turnouts.
Ugh, that looks like it would wrinkle my feathers.
Actually, firefighters are tested every 3 months to make sure they can get dressed in less than 2 minutes.
Yuck. I hate tests.
When lives are in danger, every second counts. So we have to make sure that we're ready.
That sounds easy.
Well, would you like to race me? See who can get dressed the fastest?
That
sounds like fun! Go for it, Jay!
Sure, I'll take you on.
1, 2, 3, go!
Whew, that's not as easy as it sounds. You obviously had a lot of practice.
Hey, Jay! You know why firefighters wear red suspenders?
No, why?
To keep their pants up!
Oh.
What do you say we pull the fire hose and spray some water, Jay?
Sure.
Woohoo! An endless water fight? That sounds like fun!
Whew, that was tough.
Let me try it! Let me try it!
You need to be more careful, Howie. Many people don't realize it, but firefighters do much more than put out fires. They're actually trained as emergency medical technicians or paramedics. We actually bring the hospital emergency department to your house. We carry much of the same equipment you would find in a hospital.
Sounds like there's more to being a firefighter than just putting water on a fire.
That's right, Jay. Not only do firefighters have to be good at math, they have to be able to read, write, and speak well, too. Well, that's why we're here today, Stan, to learn. We want to learn about fire safety and burn prevention. Well, let's go inside. While I give you a tour of the station, we can do just that. We can talk about how to prevent fires and burns.
Wow, this is a great job. We get paid to sleep.
The reason we have beds here is we live here for 24 hours. We work, eat, and even sleep here, just like you do in your home.
Hey, if there's a fire in the fire station, who do you call?
We call 911, just like everyone else in case of an emergency.
Look, there's their flying saucer.
That's not a flying saucer, Howie. It's a smoke detector.
A smoke detector becomes your nose when you're sleeping. It smells the air all night, and if it smells smoke, it makes a loud noise to wake you up. That way you can get out of the building safely.
How do you know if it's going to work?
That's an excellent question, Howie. You need to test your smoke detector at least once a month. And then once a year, you need to replace the battery. That way you always know your smoke detector is working.
So, if the smoke detector goes off, what do you do?
Another great question, Howie. You put your family's home exit plan into action. You roll out of the bed, onto the floor, and crawl to the door.
Crawl? Why not just run out?
You want to crawl down low, under any smoke in the room. The air is fresher, and you'll be able to breathe better down close to the floor. Not only that, you can't see in the smoke. Even firefighters, with all their special gear, have to crawl low under the smoke. When you get to the door, feel the doorknob with the back of your hand. If it's hot, don't open the door. The fire could be just on the other side. If that happens, stuff a blanket around the bottom of the door to stop any smoke from coming in. Then crawl low over to the window and open it. If you're on the ground floor, go out of the window to safety.
But what if your bedroom is on the second or third floor, or even higher?
That's something to discuss with your parents. You could have a special rope ladder, or you could just open the window and yell for help. You could also hang a sheet out the window to signal the firefighters. If you're ever trapped inside your house, never hide under the bed or in a closet. If you hear a funny sound or see what you may think looks like a monster, don't be afraid. That's a firefighter coming in to find you.
Where do you go once you're out of the house?
You go to your meeting place. This can be anywhere that you want to be as long as everyone in your house knows where it is. Mine is the mailbox. Now, once you get out of your house and go to your meeting place, don't leave until everyone in your house is there. It's a good idea to practice your home exit plan once a month when you test your smoke detector.
Boys and girls, you must be aware the dangers that are there for you. Rich or poor, you just gotta know how fast it can end it all. Smoke goes up and then comes down. It covers everything in sight. You gotta know what to do. I'm telling you, if you want to stay alive, you got to get down low and get out and get yourself outside. You got to get down low, get down and get yourself outside. Fire is an evil thing when it burns out of control. You gotta know what to do. I'm telling you, if you wanna be safe day and night, don't you stop for your pets or toys. You gotta get yourself outside. If you can't use the door, you use the window away, and we'll see you at your meeting place. You got to get down low and get out and get yourself outside. You got to get down low, yeah, get out and get yourself outside. Boys and girls, if there's ever a fire in your home, you have less than 2 minutes to get out. Don't stop for pets, don't stop for toys. Get down, get low, and get out, and we'll see you at your meeting place. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get
This is our day room. This is just like our own living room at home.
Hi. Hey, hiya.
I set up some items here that could cause a fire or burn injury. Can you tell me what they are?
I see matches and a lighter on the table.
Right on, Howie. Can you tell me, are matches and lighters tools or toys?
Tools! Now when you get a chance to look around your house, see if there are any matches or lighters laying down low, somewhere where you could see them, your friends, or your little brother or sister could see them. And if you see matches or lighters laying around down low, say to Mom and Dad, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea if we put those matches or lighters up high, somewhere where I can't see them? And you know what? If Mom and Dad will do that, pretty soon you'll forget all about those matches or lighter, and it'll be just like they were never there. Mom and Dad can learn good stuff, life-saving stuff from kids.
Yowie Zamdig! Did you see that, Howie?
Wow, I sure did. That was magic.
What about those candles, Stan? Are candles tools or toy?
Tools.
Very good, Howie. Candles are tools that Mom and Dad use if the power goes out, for decorations, or even on your birthday cake.
Or for a romantic dinner.
Ugh.
Candles can be very pretty, but they're very dangerous. On the top of each candle is a little fire, just looking for a chance to get big. If you get too close to a candle that's lit, it could catch your clothes on fire. We never play around candles, and when Mom and Dad are finished using them, we need to make sure that they blow them out. We don't leave candles burning when we're sleeping or when we're not at home. And if we'll follow that simple little rule, candles won't start a fire in our house.
Wow, everything looks good now.
Not quite, Howie. When you have more than one thing plugged into an outlet, it can overheat and catch fire. Never put metal objects or other things into outlets, only electrical plugs. A great safety tip is to keep plastic covers over the outlets when you're not using them.
You see, Howie, electricity is fire. It's just in a different shape. Kind of like an ice cube is water, but it's in a different shape.
Another problem is that people run these electrical cords all over their house, and they walk on them or they trip. But walking on the cord or stapling it to a wall wears out the insulation. Insulation is the plastic stuff on the outside of the wires that keeps the electricity inside.
Here, let me show you something. Let's say this rope is an electrical cord.
This rope is an electrical cord.
Yeah, right. Would you take those scissors and cut this rope in half? You see, when the insulation wears out, that allows the electricity to come out of the middle of the wire. And that's how electricity starts a fire in our house. That's problem number one. Problem number two are dads. How many of you have dads that think they can fix everything? That's what I was afraid of. You don't want Dad to work on this stuff because he might not know exactly what he's doing, and he'll just take and twist the ends of those wires together and say, yep, that looks good to me. You want to take electrical things that break to an electrician. That's someone that has gone to school and has learned how to fix them the right way. And when they get finished working on them, they'll look brand new.
When you're outside, make sure that you stay away from electrical substations and transformers. If you're playing and your ball goes over the fence into the substation, stay out. Call the electric company to get it for you. If you're flying a kite or playing with balloons, keep them away from power lines. The electricity can flow down the string to you and burn you very badly. And lastly, if you see power lines lying on the ground, stay away and call 911.
What's that smell?
Smells like lunch. Let's navigate to the kitchen to see what's cooking. Follow me.
chicken salad sandwiches.
Who does your cooking?
We take turns. We have to do all of our cooking and cleaning, just like at home.
Boy, that sounds like fun.
We enjoy cooking, but it has to be taken very seriously, because if you're not careful, you can get burned very easily. So if you're not helping cook, stay out of the kitchen.
That's right, Stan. The kitchen is no place to play. Mom or Dad could be cooking, and you could cause them to spill it on your brother, your sister, or on yourself.
The stove and oven get very hot and you can get burned easily. So never touch the stove or oven because they still could be hot.
Another safety tip is to always turn the pot handles in towards the center of the stove and away from the edge.
Wow, there sure are a lot of things that can cause a burn or start a fire in your home.
What other things can you think of that would cause fires or burns?
An iron?
Playing with gasoline and other chemicals.
A curling iron?
A space heater?
Sam's hair dryer?
Those are all good examples of things that can cause burns or fires. But there's one you probably never thought of, and that's water. Water? Yep, hot liquids like coffee, soup, and even hot water cause more burns than anything else.
What can we do about that, Stan?
Well, I've been working on a new invention so that we can tell what temperature water is by its color. Maybe you can help me out.
Sure, what do you need?
If I were to have warm water in this tea kettle and I was going to make it a special color so you could tell it was warm just by looking at it, what color should I make it?
How about yellow?
Yellow is an excellent color. But what if it was hot? What color should it be then?
Red.
Great! Red, I like it. But how about cold?
Green?
I like green. Green is a real good color. But until I get this figured out, we need to be really careful because water doesn't come in green for cold, red for hot, or yellow for warm. It comes in only one color, and that's clear. So in the meantime, to prevent being burned by hot water, we need to follow a few simple steps. We already learned that we shouldn't play in the kitchen. And when we get ready to take a bath, we need to make sure that we turn the cold water on first. And then add hot water a little at a time until we get to the right temperature.
How do you know if you have the right temperature, Sam?
Good question, Jay. Elderly people and young people's skin is much more sensitive to hot and cold. So what feels good to mom and dad can be too hot to handle for kids. That's why it's always good to have a handy-dandy water tester to check the temperature for you. Just have mom or dad stick this into the water before you take a bath, and it'll tell you if the water is too hot, too cold, or just right.
What about the hot water heater?
Hot water doesn't need heating, Jay.
I know what he means, Howie, and that's a good point. If grown-ups will make sure that the water heater is turned down to 120 degrees, that will prevent many accidental burns. If grown-ups have any questions, they should call a licensed plumber.
Well, Stan, we appreciate all the tips you've given us on how to prevent fires and burns. But what should we do if by some chance we get burned anyway?
Sometimes even when we're careful, accidents do happen.
What should we do if our clothes catch on fire?
You have to act quickly. First you have to stop what you're doing, but don't run away.
Then drop down on the ground and cover your face with your hands.
And roll.
Over and over until the fire is out.
Once the fire is out, the only way to treat a burn is to use cool water.
Meanwhile, have someone call 911 right away.
Here's one hot video for you to take home.
Thanks! Gotta go, guys. Be safe and have fun, and remember to stay clear of situations that can be too hot to handle.
I bet they're off on another hair-raising adventure.
A firefighter's life is a new adventure every day, Ms. Wisecracker. Let's go home and watch this video. I've got the snacks.
I got the drinks.
Let's watch a tape now, Sam.
Well, hold on there, Jay. I think it's important that we go over what we learned today while it's still fresh in our minds. Like first, never go back into a burning house for toys or pets. And that electricity is fire, but it's just in a different shape. And that things like irons and stoves and chemicals, soup, coffee, and even water can cause serious burns. Okay, now let's watch the tape.
Stop! Stop! Drop! Drop! Hand! Hand! Cover! Cover! Roll! Yeah, 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 yeah. Stop! Stop! Drop! Drop! Hand! Hand! Cover! Cover! Roll! Don't play with fire. Macaroni!